body bags where horror lies.
Who is this irresistible creature who has an insatiable love for the dead?
Hey guys, happy Wednesday everybody, this is your fright chick speaking, and we are only one day away from Halloween. I really wish I was doing something for Halloween this year, but instead I'm just going to be reviewing Halloween Resurrection. Now, I kind of wanted to stay away from the whole Halloween franchise, just because, like, I don't know, I wanted to give something else a chance, but actually Halloween Resurrection doesn't really get a chance in reviews either. You know, a lot of people just kind of stick to the first 5. So yeah, Halloween Resurrection came out in 2002. I thought it came out a lot later than that, but no, 2002. It's set 3 years after H2O. Now, it's got Busta Rhymes in it, and it's got Tyra Banks. They actually did a pretty good job, I gotta say. The acting wasn't too bad. It was okay. Yeah, of course we have Jamie Lee Curtis in it as well, down there, playing Laurie Strode again. She dies in the first 5 minutes. Spoiler alert, not so much. Okay, seriously, 5 minutes in and she's dead, okay? So yeah, so it basically 3 years after the end of H2O, when we, of course, there is a spoiler alert if you've not seen H2O, when of course we saw Laurie kill Michael Myers. Only it turns out it wasn't Michael Myers, it was a paramedic that Michael Myers forcibly changed his clothes, we have crushed his larynx so he couldn't speak and cry out, and that's who she ended up killing. So she's been in a mental institution for the past 3 years. She doesn't, the nurses think she does nothing, but she's been secretly building like a rigging up on the roof, waiting for Michael to come get her so that she can finally kill him. First 5 minutes of the movie, she gets him up there, they have a bit of a struggle, he ends up stabbing her in the back, she kisses him goodbye and she falls to her death. Of course Michael then buggers off and proceeds to start the rest of the movie. Yeah, so this was the last instalment before they did Rob Zombie's remakes. They were going to make more sequels, I'm really glad they didn't. Okay, so the rest of the movie starts about a year later. It's Halloween, of course, and Busta Rhymes, playing a guy called Freddy, decides to set up this internet kind of live webisode thing, and he gets 6 college students to basically roam through the Myers house, and that's it. They've all got little cameras on their heads, there's webcams set up all over the place, and it's going to be a huge internet sensation that they're all going to be searching the Myers house for clues about Michael, old toys, old whatever, just a load of stuff, you know, interesting, cool, scary stuff. So yeah, that's basically the entire movie. We watch the 6 kids get picked off one by the real Michael Myers, and for a house that's been rigged with a shitload of cameras, they don't realise that Michael Myers is in there. Because obviously the people that are watching it online think that it's fake. But if I remember rightly, we don't actually see any of Michael until quite near the end. So how are we seeing all these like camera desks but no Michael Myers? That's just weird. So for some reason they have a subplot in this as well, with a young kid, he's like a junior in high school I think, called Miles, and he's been having an online semi-relationship with one of the girls in the house called Sarah. She does not know that he's young. He ends up kind of, he goes to a party and he starts watching the first episode of this thing, and then gradually more and more of these kids keep coming in, they're all watching it with him. It gets to the point, obviously, when they all realise that Michael Myers is really there, she starts texting Miles, and he can see her and tells her like where Michael Myers is, and he's like, don't go down the stairs, he's coming up them, and quick, go out the window, and stuff like that. So that gets a little bit more interesting towards the end, when you've got a bit of suspense happening, because the rest of it is just, you know, people are getting killed, no one notices. That really winds me up in films. I don't know why they have to do that. Yeah, that's pretty much the entirety of Halloween Resurrection. It's just a gore fest, you know. There's a whole bunch of stabbings and head decapitations and all that kind of stuff. There's actually a funny moment between Busta Rhymes and Michael Myers, because Busta Rhymes dresses up as Michael Myers and decides to go in there and pretend to be Michael Myers to make the show more interesting. And he meets the real Michael Myers, and he stands there going, you shouldn't be here, take that costume off, go down there and help such and such. And then Michael Myers actually goes and doesn't kill him. And I was like, is that meant to be funny? Is that meant to be funny? You can't put that in a Michael Myers movie. What's the matter with you? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to talk any more about it because there's nothing else to the movie. That's it. You're watching people get killed like every other Michael Myers movie, except they actually had interesting people. Part 4, the best. Okay, yeah, Halloween Resurrection. Tomorrow we have Tat doing the actual day of Halloween reviews. Oh, he's so lucky that he falls on Halloween. It's awesome. And I will see you next week. Bye. Oh, P.S. If you actually do really enjoy this movie, which you could do, it's not that bad. Because of the delay in them actually getting this movie out, there's a shitload of alternate versions. Alternate? I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so there's a load of different death scenes and openings and endings. So if you didn't know that, and now you do, you might want to go check that out. Bye for real this time.